Ryan Steinekert with Rick Larsen of the Rich Rebel Wrestling Team. Coach, you guys at the Marsh Valley tournament last weekend, a 2-day tournament. I understand there were a lot of teams there. How did things go?
Things went really well. There were more teams than there's ever been. A lot of the big Idaho schools, Pocatello, Preston, those schools, Highland, Century. So a lot of great competition. They had a full JV tournament and a full varsity tournament side by side.
Cooper Cornea, the athletic director and one of your assistant coaches, told me that Wyatt Weston went undefeated. You had some other good individual performances as well.
Yeah, Wyatt Weston was a standout at 220. He had some great competition, and he pinned his way through, won everyone in the first round, actually, except one kid. So he wrestled tough, was undefeated. Also, Trey Sidaway, Daniel Gifford both wrestled well in the varsity tournament and did a lot of good things. We're seeing a lot of positive movement from both them. They're my other two captains. On the JV side of things, Colton Hislop went undefeated, pretty much walked through all of his kids. Corgan Conk at 120 also, he went 7-1. He had one kid he struggled with, but everyone else he pretty much dominated as well. A lot of the younger kids, almost all of them, they had lots of wins and made lots of improvement. It was a great tournament.
You feel like the guys are starting to get into that wrestling shape, or is it still a lot of conditioning left to go to get ready for, obviously, region and state are a little ways down the road, but how's the conditioning at this point?
You know, conditioning-wise, I think we had a weak start on those Idaho teams, which shows we're in a little better condition than everyone else at this point, which is good. Our wrestlers kind of can see that, which gives them an added incentive to keep working hard, keep the little edge. It gives us a little edge come conditioning. But yeah, wrestling-wise, mat time starting to click. They're starting to just flow out there and not have to think through the moves. It comes naturally. You know, that trained muscle memory really starts to kick in to where they just go from move to move, counter to counter, and it's fun to watch when they get to that point.
Tell me a little about the dynamic in the practice room. What is a typical practice like for you guys?
You know, it's interesting because as you talk to Cooper is starting to really step in now. He's getting some confidence as a coach, and he can teach all the moves, he can show all the moves, wrestle with the kids, which adds a whole nother element. We also have Oliver Peart, who was a state champion a few years back. He's helping coach, and he brings another element into the room because he just can get in and really work with the kids and individually help them see the things they need to work on. So, you know, it's fun to have other coaches in the room that can individually help kids, work with kids. You know, the most probably great thing about what's happening this year is my team captains, Trey and Wyatt and Daniel, have really stepped up. And, you know, if coaches, if we're talking about something and they see a lull in the action, they just start conditioning. They take up that role. So there's never a quiet moment or a dull movement. We're always conditioning or working hard.
You got a busy week this week, a home duel Thursday, and then you'll be in action Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, that's correct. We have Big Piney coming here. You know, on their roster, they have some 30 kids, so they're an up-and-coming program. They always have some real talented kids, so we're excited to have them come here, home duel. The junior high is going to wrestle first, and then the varsity, and then we're off to Malad. Malad's a 16-team individual tournament, so that'll be fun because we wrestle right to the championship at the end, and I hope we have some kids contending for that championship.
Coach, anything else we should touch on?
Proud of our wrestlers, proud of all our sports teams right now. Everyone is doing well. Our drill teamers did great down at the competition. They won 3 of the categories out of 5, so they had a great weekend. The boys did great down at Richfield as you covered those games, and the girls split over the weekend. So we're proud of all these kids. They're hardworking, and it's great for the school.
Rick Larsen, principal and wrestling coach at Rich High School. Thanks for your time. Good luck to the wrestlers. Go Rebels this week.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.